Mill's fucking performed for us tonight.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, no. Yo, Meek Mill's my fucking nigga. When I jacked that nigga up, I said, yo, I'm gonna be on your level one day. Yeah.
Hit you.
I promise you. I told him, I said, yo, I'm gonna be on your level one day.
Somebody on the internet just accidentally reopened one of the funniest conversations hip-hop fans have had all year, and somehow Meek Mill ended up catching strays from every direction possible. Because an old clip of Druski just resurfaced online, and now people are saying the comedian who once looked up to Meek might have actually passed him in popularity. And honestly, the reactions got brutal fast. What started as a motivational throwback suddenly turned into the internet clowning Meek, debating careers, bringing up old controversies, old tweets, Diddy jokes, industry rumors, and now fans are seriously arguing about who's actually more relevant in 2026. And the craziest part? Back in 2016, nobody would have believed this conversation would even exist. Because at that time, Meek Mill was still viewed as one of the biggest rappers in the game, while Druski was just another funny dude online trying to make people laugh. Now, fast forward years later, and social media acting like the student became bigger than the inspiration. Y'all gotta hear how this whole thing exploded because the internet completely lost control of this story. See, this is how the internet works now. Nobody just watches a clip anymore. People turn everything into rankings, comparisons, humiliation, and narratives. The second that old Druski video resurfaced, fans immediately started treating it like some kind of prophecy. In the clip, Druski casually explains how he met Meek years ago and straight up told him, "I'm gonna be on your level one day." Now at the time, that probably sounded impossible. Meek was already rich, famous, platinum selling, and touring worldwide. Druski was still trying to figure life out. Probably still working regular jobs, still trying to grow online and still getting ignored by most people. But now, people looking back at that clip completely differently because somehow the internet feels like Druski actually spoke his future into existence. And honestly, whether people agree or not, you cannot deny how massive Druski became. This dude went from Instagram skits to celebrity interviews, brand deals, NBA appearances, music industry connections, comedy tours, hosting opportunities, and viral meme dominance. At one point, it felt impossible to scroll social media without seeing him somewhere. And that's where things started getting awkward for Meek. Because instead of celebrating both people, social media immediately turned it into competition.
Nigga, this is Herbo's son, nigga.
He don't say that.
Nigga, he got $1 million put up. He got $1 million put up. Herbo said it in the song. Herbo said it in the song, nigga. He said it in the song. Christian is pregnant. That's what I'm saying. I get that. But in what world would Blueface really be putting his hands on the bitch, man? Trust me. Trust me. In what world? Listen, hear me. In what world would he be? Oh shit, baby just posted. For real? What should I say? So proud of you. That's why they call you the hero. Ooh. Hey, these niggas get niggas touched, bro. Nigga, that's why you think I don't talk about my whole family get touched. Fucking with that shit. Y'all niggas keep thinking this shit sweet. Think it's sweet if you want. Y'all niggas gonna die. Get your ass wet.
Now let's be real here for a second. A huge reason this conversation exploded is because of where Meek Mill's public image currently stands, and people don't really want to say that part out loud. Because musically, nobody can erase what Meek did. The man has classic records, classic mixtapes, and Dream Chasers changed an entire era of rap culture. His pain, music connected with millions of people. There was a time Meek Mill represented hunger better than almost anybody in hip-hop. But over the last few years, the internet started treating Meek differently, and a lot of that came from social media. Long emotional tweets, industry complaints, arguments online, weird viral moments. And then once the whole Diddy situation became one of the biggest conversations in entertainment, fans started dragging Meek into jokes nonstop, whether fair or unfair. That changed how people viewed him online. So now, when this old Druski clip resurfaced, people instantly turned it into another Meek Mill humiliation moment. Not because Meek responded, not because Meek actually said anything, but because social media loves creating narratives. And once the jokes start rolling, the internet usually takes it way too far.
Where got where that? When they went home, they didn't share that.
I really had to sell crack to get some Air Max. Graveyard shifting with this glick, it felt like Fairfax. Backdoor thing now, you gotta be aware that he bragging about lining his dog up, he need his head cracked. I was taught locking with your guys and don't never cross. They don't wanna grind and wonder why they never turn a boss. I got like 1,000 wins, only got a couple losses. Oops, I mean a couple losses. Niggas ain't gonna never catch us. Caddy with the double S, now we stepping double R.
Here's the part people overlook though. Druski never disrespected Meek in that clip, not once. That's what makes this whole thing interesting. The video was actually positive. It was confidence, manifestation, and self-belief. A young creator looking at somebody successful and saying, "One day I'm gonna get there too." That's literally the story, but social media twisted it into Druski surpassed Meek. Druski bigger than Meek. Meek fell off, and Druski won. That says more about internet culture than either one of them, honestly, because nowadays, people don't just want inspiration stories. They want humiliation stories. They want winners and losers. They want somebody clowned. And Meek unfortunately became the target.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, no. Yo, Meek Mill's my fucking nigga. When I jacked that nigga up, I said, yo, I'm gonna be on your level one day. Yeah.
Hit you.
I promise you. I told him, I said, yo, I'm gonna be on your level one day.
Now, another reason fans connected so hard with this clip is because people love seeing old confidence videos age well. That's become a whole genre online now. Old interviews, old tweets, old predictions, and old manifestation clips. And when somebody actually succeeds years later, the internet treats it like a movie scene. That's exactly what happened here. People started reposting the clip with dramatic captions like, "He spoke it into existence. This was destiny." And "He really did it." And honestly, you gotta respect the confidence, because most people never even say their dreams out loud. Druski looked a famous rapper in the face and basically said, "Watch me get there too." That takes a different level of belief, especially back then, because nobody knew he'd become this big.
That's up. Well, you still got it, don't you, bro? Yeah, you still got it.
16 cash flow.
And this is where the conversation gets deeper than just jokes, because whether people want to admit it or not, Druski represents something new happening in entertainment. A comedian, an internet personality, and a content creator. Somebody who didn't come through traditional Hollywood or traditional rap, and now he's operating at celebrity level anyway. That's why older industry people sometimes struggle understanding internet fame, because influence changed. Back then, success meant albums, radio, charts, and record sales. Now, attention is power, virality is power, memes are power, and cultural relevance is power. And Druski mastered that system almost perfectly, while Meek comes from the older rap system of mixtapes, street DVDs, freestyles, and label politics. Two completely different eras colliding. That's why this old clip hit people so hard emotionally. It almost felt symbolic, like one generation of entertainment accidentally predicting the next one. Now, officially, Meek never panicked. Let's make that clear. There's no confirmed public response from him about this clip, but the internet doesn't care about technicalities. Once people started posting memes and comparing careers, the jokes spread everywhere. And once a topic becomes meme fuel online, it grows way bigger than reality. Some fans defended Meek heavily. They pointed out Meek has platinum records, Meek changed battle rap culture, Meek survived industry blackballing, and Meek has a legendary music catalog. Others argued Druski currently has more cultural momentum, and that debate turned into chaos fast because hip-hop fans love arguing about relevance.
I was 10 when I started rapping. I'm 26, that's 16 years. I just started getting money 3 years ago. That's 13 years. If it take me 13 years to get this money, why can't it take you 13 years? Don't hate on me because it took me 13 years. I was broke for 13 years. I was broke. Yeah, when you see me, I had nappy braids. Yeah, my stomach was hurting. It really was hurting. I really starved some nights, man. You know what I mean? So if it can take me 13 years, why can't it take you 7? Get on your grind. Start now. Don't wait till you're 36. Start now while you're in your 20s or while you're in your teens and get the money.
But honestly, the biggest lesson from this entire situation got nothing to do with Meek getting clowned. The real lesson is confidence, because the internet only celebrates manifestation after it works. Nobody believes you at the beginning. That's the part people forget. Back in 2016, if Druski told random people he'd become one of the biggest internet personalities in entertainment, most people probably would have laughed. Now, those same clips look inspirational. That's how success always works. People call it delusion first, then later, they call it vision. And that's why this clip connected with so many people online. Not because of Meek, not because of drama, but because everybody understands the feeling of wanting more out of life. That moment where you look at somebody successful and quietly tell yourself, one day I'm getting there too. That's human. And somehow, an old random conversation between Druski and Meek Mill accidentally became one of the internet's biggest motivation moments of the week, even if the jokes got out of control afterward. The internet says Druski passed Meek Mill. Others say that's disrespectful. Some people think it's motivation, while others think it's another example of social media tearing rappers down for entertainment. But one thing everybody agrees on? That old clip aged different. Drop your thoughts below. Did Druski really surpass Meek culturally, or are people disrespecting Meek's legacy completely? And y'all already know, stay safe out there.